Hi, I often get asked, how much should I spend on Google Ads? So, what sort of budget do I really need in order to advertise on Google Ads and to start seeing a return on investment, either in terms of sales or generating leads? So in this video, I want to show you exactly that how much budget you really need or how much you need to spend on Google Ads in order to create a very effective Google Ads account. Now, before I do start, please download this guide. It's a Google Ads guide and it'll help you to build a really good Google Ads campaign right from the beginning. So it'll eliminate all the guesswork that you normally do. There'll be a link in the description below. Download it and that'll be great. Okay, so I'm going to show you two methods of how to work out how much you should be spending on Google Ads. The first method is if you've got absolutely no data, you haven't got a Google Ads account, you haven't done any Google Ads at all, and you pretty much want to start off from scratch. The second method is if you've got some data. So if you know that for every X amount of clicks you get onto your website, regardless of where they come from, they convert into a lead. So that method is a bit different to the method that you'd use if you've got absolutely no data. So come with me and I'll show you exactly how to do both methods. Okay, so here goes. How much should I spend on Google Ads? Okay. Now, first thing I want you to do is there'll be a link in the description below. Click on that link and you can download your free Google Ads budget calculator. It's absolutely free. I suggest you click on the link and download it. Okay. So what do Google charge for? Google charges for keywords. So in other words, we give Google a set of keywords and every time somebody clicks on those keywords, Google charges you. Okay. So we give Google a list of keywords, for example, therapists, online therapists, and CBT therapists, right? And then we work out what is going to be the average cost per click for those keywords. So it could be that we work out that, hey, for therapists, Google are going to charge us $2 per click. For online therapists, $2.50 per click. For CBT therapists, $1.25 per click. I will show you how we get to these figures very shortly, okay? So this means that each somebody clicks on our ad, types our keyword, clicks on our ad, Google will charge us this much, okay? So costs can vary massively in Google, absolutely, depending on the industry you're in and the location that you're in. So for example, if you're a roofer, the cost could vary from $1.20 to $5, okay? For a website developer, if that's your main keyword, your cost could vary from $6 to $20 per click, okay? So what happens is that we give Google a budget, right? So let's say if it's $300 per month, right? That roughly equates to $10 per day, okay? Now, if in the example of the word therapist, if that's the word that we want on Google, it means that $10 per day divided by $2 per click works out to five clicks. So that means using a budget of about $300 per month, you can get about 5 clicks per day for people who are looking for the word therapist or typing the word therapist into Google. Okay, so there are two ways on how we can work out how much to spend on Google Ads. Okay, first one, if you've got no data at all, right? So you're completely blank and you want to work out, hey, how do I get started? What is it going to cost me? Okay, how much do I need to spend? Okay, so what you do is you first build up a bucket of keywords. What are keywords? Keywords are the words that you want to be found for. What are people going to be typing into Google to find your products or services? Okay, so for that, you can use a free tool called Google Keyword Planner. There's a link in the description below. Click on it and you'll be able to get to it. And it'll tell you exactly what you need to pay. Okay, so here's a screenshot. So it's telling you that the word therapist, I'll just read the first one, therapist, is going to cost between £1.46 and £6.27 per click, and so on. Okay, so this means that my average cost per click for all the keywords that I've got, so if I've got 5 or 10 keywords, is in this case 95 pence, okay, as a minimum. So then you decide how many clicks do you actually want. Okay, now let's say, for example, if you want 200 clicks, okay, so you multiply 95 pence by 200, which gives you £190. So that should be your budget if you want to advertise on Google. However, I recommend a minimum budget of £300 at least. Obviously, the more you pay, the more clicks you're going to get and the more keywords you're going to be able to use. right? And I say 300 because it's good to get a lot of data, a lot of clicks to your website. And the more clicks you get, the quicker you can start getting some conversion data to see what's working and what's not working. Okay. So then what you do is over a period of time, you start optimizing your account. You start optimizing your Google Ads account, right? You start reviewing it on a month-to-month basis to see what's working, what's not working. What's working, you keep. What's not working, you either throw out or you improve, okay? And then as a result of that, you can work out review your monthly budgets accordingly, either increase them or decrease them, okay? Here's method 2. So method 2 is if you've already got data. So you know that, hey, I know that every time to my website, if I get 100 clicks, I get X amount of conversions, okay? So what you can do in method 2 is you got to ask yourself, how many clicks does it take to get one lead, okay? Now, let's say, for example, if it takes 30 clicks to get one lead to your website, okay? Then what you do is, let's assume that the average cost per click is £1.25, okay? So what we do is we say 30, multiply that £1.25 is £37.50. So that means for every £37.50 you spend, you're going to get one lead, okay? Now, if that's the case, that means your cost per lead is £37.50. Then you ask yourself, how many leads do I want? I know each lead is going to cost me £37.50. How many leads do I want? Let's say, for example, if you want 10 leads, okay? So what you do then is simply do the maths of cost per lead, £37.50, multiplied by 10, which is £375. There is your monthly budget. But obviously, if you round it up, your minimum budget needs to be £400 in this case, assuming that your cost per lead is £37.50 and you want to generate 10 leads. But remember, when you're talking about cost per lead, or even if you don't break even, or even if you just about break even, it's not just acquiring that customer. You've got to think about the customer lifetime value. So don't just think that how you're going to make money from that customer on day one, but think about how many times is that customer likely to do repeat orders with you, how many times throughout the year. That is your customer lifetime value, which you must take into account. Okay, so I hope you found that video useful. If you have, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so when I do create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. And at the same time, please download my Google Ads ebook. It's absolutely free, and it'll give you a wealth of experience on how to create great Google Ads campaigns right from day one and taking out all the guesswork. I hope to see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.